Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's look of the day, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like, so I looked through some Pinterest lists and there was a lot of really cool colors, and you guys know I love colors, but I just wasn't feeling that today. I kind of feel like I want to do something sparkly and classic. I don't know. So I'm just gonna mess around with my eyeshadows and see what I come up with. My face is already done, and this fantastic glow I have going on here is thanks to my Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. This thing is amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, check out a couple of my other videos, primarily the last Ipsy haul video I did, because this is where I got it. And look at this sparkle. I don't know if this camera is properly picking it up, but this stuff is beautiful. Anyways, my favorite is Azura's and Ibiza. Those are the two that I use. I put Ibiza on my cheeks because it goes really well with my rose blush, and I put Azura's on all the other highlighter points. It's a gold highlight, and I really feel like it works well with my skin tone. So I did my face as per usual. Purely's moisturizer. I used my Pixie Skin Treats Glow Mist to start everything. Then I went in with, where did it go? Rimmel London Stay Matte Concealer in Porcelain to do my eyebrows. I used my Au Natural Wet n Wild palette. I used number 9 on this since it doesn't have names. Filled that in with my Harry Potter brush. Went in with my NYX Duochrome and Crushed Bloom on my cheeks. The Sardinia Sand from the Beauty Crop bronzer there in the contour. Of course, I went in with my all over face color in Rose from Bare Minerals. And prior to the face powders, I did my Bella Pierre Cosmetics HD Finishing Powder in Translucent to set the concealer and the priming and the moisturizer that I put on my face. So yeah, I don't use foundation or anything, but I do like to set my primer and my concealer that goes on my eyes. So let's think about what we want to do today. Take a look at my palettes. We've got that, put that over there. Tetris and Ipsy. So I'm gonna go in, of course, and start with the back-to-back shade from the Block Party palette from Tetris and Ipsy. That is right here. I'll put Skyline in the crease, and then we'll go from there. And Francis is so patiently sitting down there just waiting on his mama. He's the best cat. My husband says that he swears he's obsessed with me, and I'm okay with that. Hi, Bubbers. He's just like sitting down there sleeping. It's really quite adorable. You guys need to see this. Hold on. Hey, yo, Bubs. Hey, baby. You good boy? Yeah. Who's good boy? You want up here? Well, you know how to do it. Good boy. So, there's my Bubs. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. And he's purring now. He's happy. He's like, Mom, why didn't you invite me up sooner? All right, so just putting in back to back. I like to do this because I feel like it sets a nice base. What are you sniffing my makeup for? Don't lick that. He didn't lick it, but I'm afraid he's going to because he's weird. I feel like it gives me a nice base to start all my looks with. So that's why I like doing this. It's just a matte. And I mean, I understand that putting the concealer and the HD finishing powder is also a base, but I prefer this. I think it sort of evens out all the color just that little bit more. So I'm going to go down there, babies. We're gonna lay down. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna go? Oh, just gonna hit me in the face with your tail. Okay. Okay. Silly kitty. Alright, so that was also my Farrah brush. I don't recall what this one's called because all of the markings for it have come off. But I'm going to go in with this end, this end of the brush as opposed to that one. That's what I put down the back-to-back shade with. I'm going to go in the crease with this end and use Skyline. So I hope you guys all had a good weekend. If you did anything interesting, let me know. If you didn't do anything interesting, let me know. I'm in the same boat. I mean, interesting is a relative term. I felt it was interesting. I hung out with my husband and we played video games and we went on a walk, which was really nice. I am attempting to get my little booty back into shape. The shape that I desire, not that anyone else does. So I'm excited. Also, I got my hair done. Well, done. I got it trimmed by a pretty cool barber. I think it looks really nice and I'm very happy with it. I was not able to do this myself. I was like, please help me. So he trimmed it up really nice and I'm super excited about it. So, let's see, what do I want to do today? Maybe like a smoky eye? So I have my Take Me Back to Brazil palette, but I'm gonna put this away. And I'm gonna go into Gems Charles and take a look at some of these colors. I think I'm gonna start with Tea. So Tea is like a brown shade. I'm gonna put this again in the crease, just a little bit more than what I already had with Skyline. And then I'm going to, that was my number 3 mini tapered blending brush from Farrah. I'm going to go in with my 35E tapered blending and blend this out. And I cannot tell you why this happens, but every single time I use James, I get these skips on my lids. And it's rather frustrating, to be honest. I'm gonna like Google it and see why that happens. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe it's the formula. Maybe it's your eyes or what you start. There's a common denominator and it's James Charles palette. So while I want to, you know, be gracious and try to come up with reasons why this is probably happening that has nothing to do with the formula itself, it's not really fair because all the products that I use work brilliantly with everything else. So there you go. My eyeballs work brilliantly with other stuff. So what does that tell you? Just saying. All right, so we're just going in and I'm trying to tone this down a little bit because that tea was so dark. All right. Isn't tea always? All right. First, some coffee. Then a kitty break. Because look how sweet this little face is. Look how sweet this little face is. It's a little friendly face. And then look at that little face. Hi, Duchess. What a good girl you are. Yeah, those are my kids. Please ignore my clean laundry that's sitting over there in the laundry basket. My husband and I live out of laundry baskets. It's true. Occasionally, maybe like twice since we've lived here, we have folded all our laundry and put it away. But for the most part, we live out of laundry baskets. And you know what? Whatever. That's just what we do. I feel like a lot of people do that and they're just not willing to admit it. Like, no, I totally always fold my laundry. What are you talking about? Yeah, okay. So what I'm doing, I took Benny. Benny is a darker brown, one shade in between the tea and black. And I'm putting this in the outermost corner. So I kind of build my eyeshadow. So I start with the light, very light base. I take a sort of neutral color, put it in the crease and work it up so it blends. And I'm going to do more blending. But then I start with a sort of medium shade, put it in the crease, build that, and then I do a medium to dark shade, which is what Benny is, and then I save black for last, and I'll go in the very corners and kind of wing it out and bring some of this down. But that's how I do my smoky eyes. I'm not sure if there is a different way to do it, but it seems to work for me. So yeah, and I just keep blending as I'm going. I know that it's sort of a long process sometimes, especially when you're working with a formula that doesn't seem to want to blend on your skin. What color was I using? Oh, tea. Anyways, so like this right here just is not, I don't know, it's not as blendable as I would like it to be. I'm gonna go into Skyline and see if I can add some Skyline in there to just sort of smooth that out. And yeah, that looks nice. Okay, what we do to one, we do to the other. That's my philosophy when it comes to eye makeup. Now, to an extent, sometimes I like to do looks where I do like eyeliner crazy over here and not over here. That's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. All right, now I'm taking my 35E tapered and blending brush and just trying to make this blend flawless and seamless, as John McLean would say in his flawless voice. Clean that. Okay, so that's the basic look there that I'm going for. Now I want to put some sparkle in here because you know I love sparkle. So what I'm gonna do is take one of my brushes. Which one? Actually I'm gonna take one of the applicators if I can find one that's clean. Or I could try using my finger. I've seen people do that. I'm gonna go in with ring light and just put this here on the lightest innermost corner of my eyes, and that adds some sparkle, some really pretty sparkle actually. Okay. And I had a thought, maybe my Huda Beauty 3D highlighting palette, maybe Azores would look good in here, so take some of that. Put that there, put some in the corners. Like so. And on the top of the brow bone here, just sweep it across. Okay, I like that. Now I'm thinking about some glitter. Whoa, look at that. So shiny. So glitter. Let's think about glitter for a second. What kind would we use and where? So I have these little bags of glitter, and I have some brown and black glitter. Let me get these out. Yeah, they look like a glitter dispensary. So I have this brown glitter, and I have black. So perhaps what I could do is put some on my eye. My only concern is that if I do that, it could detract from the smoky eye. So I'll try. I mean, I'll just go ahead and go for it. Put some, where to put some? I don't mind that at all. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side and just cover up this beautiful. Let me just show you real quick before I cover it up. If I can get the right lighting. Yeesh. Maybe if I turn this down a little bit, you can see. Okay. So here's what we had originally. And here's what we turned it into. I told you I didn't know what I was doing, so, you know, just kind of making it up on the fly. And this is what happens when I don't plan. So this time I'm just going to put it all the way across the lid, since we're obviously deciding to cover the whole darn thing. Okay guys, so I don't like how this gold sort of looks like it's just chunky all on its own there. So I'm going to take my Nomad gold color and my number 3 Farrah mini tapered blending brush, and I'm going to put some gold eyeshadow in this corner to make this look smoother. Because right now I feel like it doesn't look very smooth and that bugs me. Okay guys, so that is today's look of the day. Here is the up close